Alright everyone, it's time for extra content of Ninja Steel for episode 36. First, of course, is source number 1. So apparently he was dreading the episode, laziness, and writing. Like I said, the cat lady and her friend didn't care about the character whatsoever. They just saw the character and was like, okay, well, let's just write something about him. Apparently the monster had different powers than when it came to the original content. Original content, he actually was someone who was able to give more density to things. Yeah, hopefully you understand what that means. Anyways, it's a cool idea to arrest a monster, he says, but it didn't work well, the fact of you let the monster get destroyed. It's like you're arresting a monster, you're most likely going to take him away, and instead you just allow him to be defeated, and I guess technically you will do a lot of paperwork or get fired or something. Anyways, one thing I didn't notice is the fact that the use of legendary, space, or ninja. Like the legendary Sheriff Skyfire. It's like, does everything have to be legendary? And instead of being like, oh, well, let's show you what he can do, it's like, oh, we're just going to tell you he's legendary. That's all we're going to do. And of course, the sheriff's a fool and he has no backstory. He's just going to arrest the Power Rangers. He left the criminal in Lady Odie's hands instead of just being like, oh, well, I have a ship. Well, actually, we don't know. He doesn't have a ship, does he? Wow, they didn't even go to the point of where of like, oh, he should definitely have a ship. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, not even giving him a ship. So, anyways, this seemed like to be a rushed episode, apparently, and I didn't know. I kind of heard him say something, but I was like, yeah. And then it got annoying after the second time. Like, why you have to say something? He says space jump. That's what he says it. Oh, that's what he says. Okay. And plus, it was a weaker start than many of the episodes. The connection is not there. The high school security guard versus police. Well, if you look at my episode review, I actually tried doing that, but then I noticed that, oh yeah, they're getting a lot more paid and they have coverages, healthcare and stuff like that. While him, on the other hand, it's a big difference that I was like, okay, well, never mind then, because you can't really compare the two. Yeah, Victor and Monty was not the worst. He thinks they're not the worst. And a Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory slash Charlie and Chocolate Factory ripoff happened. But it's not the worst. And like, it was the worst. It was bad. Because you're going in territory of Bulk Skull did. It's like, yeah, I mean, for one freaking season, even though they turned to chimpanzees in the second half or something, they were freaking damn cops. They were freaking damn cops. Just saying. So you're going into Bulk Skull territory that were already treaded. So at least the good news is that it's the messed up part is that Bulk and Skull never used their power in vain, even though they're jerks. They were like, no, we're sticking to the job. We're actually being very, very cool with our job until we turn into chimpanzees. Then after that, it's like, oh, damn it. But still, they never stole from anyone. They actually upheld the law. It's sad that's like, wow, Bulk and Skull did something better than Victor and Monty did. That's messed up. I mean, that's freaking damn messed up. Seriously. Damn. So anyways, Rangers are acting like they are not reasonable, and I didn't know the skateboarder girl, the girl who got her skateboard taken was a girl. I just thought it's like, huh, well, it's a dude. Man, it sucks for the dude getting his skateboard taken. It's a girl? What the frick? Anyways, why is the dog at the school? Why is the dog not allowed at the school? It's like, hmm. He's like, why is the dog allowed in the school in the first place? And I'm like, well, like I said in that freaking review, is the dog's been in there too many damn times. I think that principal should have already straight up in the first time she brought him in was like, oh, no, 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 Haley, no. You know the rules. You shouldn't have Cody here. Instead, she never said anything, and the security guard who comes out of nowhere because we haven't seen him before. We just saw him in this episode. And all of a sudden now the dog is not allowed at school? Huh? Where have you been then? Where the freak have you been? Have you just been hired because, well, remember they actually did have a summer break, so maybe during that summer break they hired a security guard. Why? I don't freaking know. The school never got attacked by freaking monsters before, has it? And plus, the security guard can't do, man, he's not going to do anything to help you with the monster, anyways. But you're upholding the rules. And it's kind of so it's like, okay, well, let's say that the principal is like, I'm tired of this, let's get a security guard. And the security guard has been around, oh yeah, let's see, 3 months at least. We haven't went through St. Patrick's Day, or maybe we did, but he's been here for 3 months that we know of. If we actually include, wait, sorry. They went to summer, and then they got into Valentine's Day. Sorry, hold on. 6 months. He's been there for 6 months. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But on the other hand, it's like, dude, you can't handle 6 months full of people breaking rules and stuff. Really? Really? And like I said in the freaking episode review, I remember it now. Because the police officers, they deal with more crap than this guy. Getting shot at, that makes sense that they want to quit. People trying to hurt them or something. It's like, you just have to deal with the freaking irritations of what people do, stuff like that. It's like, the only thing that you're like is the traffic cop. Yeah, I think that's basically what you are. Is just a traffic cop. You're one of those who give parking tickets and crap. That's what technically you are related to. And even then, it's like, yeah, but the does the freaking kids ever try to stab you or something? Because I'm pretty sure the traffic cop got stabbed and stuff before. And plus, hey, traffic cop, where the hell were you when Lori, the freaking gold digger whore, was here? Yeah, pretty sure you should have said something about that, all that stuff that she just copped. Just saying. If that's, I bet it's not even in the rules. Alright, anyways, I droned on a lot. Let's continue on. Haley likes Cody and Calvin. That's her only character development that she has whatsoever. Damn. But he does have a father who is good with marine biology and created a thing. That's something. And also that her family's divorced. I mean, her mom and dad's divorced. That's about all that she has, though. That's about all of it. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of crazy that the old lady just said to be careful and not extra stuff, not being afraid. I mean, personally, I'm like, even though it's 1997 this happened, get the old lady from Casper Spirited Beginning. Yeah, she's like, you're a ghost, and then all of a sudden she runs crazy, does a backflip and stuff. It's like that's what we want. That's what we want. Is that fun part of where she is scared out of her damn mind and she's doing some messed up crazy stuff. Of course, that's over the top. Yeah, Victor Monty never did that crap, but it's like, oh well, apparently it's too over the top for these idiots. Well, anyways, the principal actually texted Haley, which is kind of weird, and like he says, apparently she forces her into the plot. Now, the thing I already pointed out is the fact of wait. So the monster said, "Oh, we're gonna teleport you to the junkyard. You hide the freaking bomb, and then we will wait until the Rangers go there, and then boom, they're dead." Last week, Brax actually had to wait to find the Power Rangers because he didn't know where the hell they are. It's like, what? I made a point of saying, hey, why don't they send the monsters to the school? I'm like, yep, make Clint run. But it's kind of like, oh, so Odious might not know or isn't sure that the prism is located there. And apparently for him, Clint is more likable than the Rangers, period. So yeah, we just and Brody actually found a bomb and he talks and he let 2 seconds pass. I'm like, no, I don't think so. He's looking at it exactly at the time where it should say 11 seconds. I'm pretty sure that's what happened because It was 12 seconds and counting, and I was like, now it's 11 seconds. It's like, yeah, now it's 11 seconds. So it's like, yeah, I still think Brody can't count or can't even read numbers. It's a wonder how he actually passed the test. So, anyways, I missed what was going on because I thought they threw it in the air. We're done with it. Instead, no, they actually used their ground technique and buried the bomb. Okay, this is why this is here. This is why this is here. So I can correct myself. So there might be some damage underground. Oh frick! The Goosebumps freaking damn trailer just showed up with Slappy jumping on the freaking windshield. Okay, well back to this. So there might be damage, because we don't know if there's sewer lines and stuff like that. So who knows? Anyways, the monster has different powers, like I said, and well, in the Megazord, he actually demonstrates his other power, the power that he originally had, and it doesn't fit whatsoever. It's like, yeah, it's to the point of where it's like, why didn't you just skip the Zord fight this time? It's like, you don't need the Megazord fight. You can skip the Megazord fight this time. Mega be blown up, and as soon as he's blown up, and they're like, "Oh, let's gigantify him." As soon as they gigantify him, why don't you just have freaking damn Skyfire here? Be like, "Oh no, you don't." And he glows his sword, and he uses a slash thing. So where the beam comes down, the beam actually goes different, and then turns a different color or something, and then it revives the monster, and the monster's still weakened, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna take him and take him to jail. It's like, I know stock footage, but still, you could have filmed a little bit extra on this. So yeah, Skyfire leaves. He thinks he's gonna get fired, and then space this, space that, and me, I'm like, wait. You told the Rangers gather a report. How they're going to send a report to you if they don't have anything to actually be like, oh, well, here you go. So, oh yeah, they get the blame off the Rangers instead of the idea of following the rules, take the burden, and yeah, they decided to have technology to help. And personally, I kind of missed the lesson of the day. I missed it. First time ever the lesson of the day to me wasn't really crammed down my throat. I guess I was just mystified of this whole entire crap that happened here. Whole entire crap. I missed the whole freaking damn lesson. Which the lesson is follow the rules, or at least learn the rules and obey the rules, or some kind of crap. Last but not least is that adaptation should not have existed for him, because this was Metal Hero Jiraiya. Yeah, Jiraiya. And personally, I was, like I said in the excuse me, like I said in the episode review, what they could have done was something different, where it's like could have been related to Ninjor, or maybe he came from Aquitar and needed to talk, or you know, something like that, or maybe he could have been used earlier. Don't even care about the freaking, you know, his stuff. Yeah, because most likely they're not going to use the Green Ninja footage. Not going to use it. So they still have the suit. It's like, why not? Why not use the suit? Just actually allow him to be the person who gives Stowe powers or something. Why couldn't he be the mentor? I don't know. Anyways, the second person. Yeah, second source. Well, he says this was an episode. No problem with the adaptation. Space Cop jokes were made. Like he only likes cooking shows. Straightforward. Cooler idea is have him have more appearances. Maybe it's a two-parter or something. Well, first person said that. The Ranger and subplot is mixed again with the lesson, and Clint is the better Ninja Steel Ranger. I think that's sarcasm. And apparently Clint annoys him so damn much. And the lesson is rules make the world go round. Follow the rules. No lecture to, you shouldn't have lectures to children. It's not a great idea. But here they are. They continue on with it. Dumb Victor and Monty plot. Clint gives them a weird answer saying, because I'm security guard, I can take stuff. And that's what, mm, mm, mm. Willy Wonka ripoff, like I said. Skyfire's a fool, and basically he does pose the question of shouldn't the galaxy know about Power Rangers by now? It's like, yeah, we got Aquatar, we got Power Rangers in space, we have Lost Galaxy, we have Super Mega Force, which I shouldn't even mention it, but technically Super Mega Force did it. That's about it. Yeah, that's about all of them. Of course, well, even Mask Rider, but that shouldn't count. It's like, yeah, season 3 of My Morphin Power Rangers, they did actually go to Illinois. So they technically should be known somewhat in the galaxy. We do have, for the second time, the Blaze Megazord, which, I wonder if they actually just used that footage from the previous time they actually needed someone to fly around again. That would be funny. It's like, oh, well, Haley, she gets to fly around all the time because she's the only sword that they're like, oh, well, we could reuse this footage. Yeah, but it's still kind of okay. There was potential, but they wrecked the potential of that. So, well, anyways, that's about all that's needed to be known. That's all the extra content. Yeah, I missed a few things. Heck, I thought that Clint, his name was Quinn or something. It's like, yeah, it's hard to actually see or hear what the hell they're trying to say. And like, huh? Yeah, so they really need to actually make sure they pick a name that sticks out, you know? But, well, we're dealing with a cat lady and her friend. And what's worse is apparently they might actually stick around for Beast Morphers. It'll be interesting to actually find the truth that they're like, oh, no, no, we're not the ones that made bad writing. It was Saban's. Yeah, it was Saban's. It's like, listen, even with Saban's, Jude Lin wasn't there at all. So Jude Lin wasn't there except for like a a few episodes that he was able to say, no, 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 wait, wait, turn this before they do it, turn it before they film it. And of course, he did have the anniversary special. There's really nothing we could say that's like, oh no, Saban's did the whole entire thing. It's like, no, no, I'm pretty sure the cat lady and her friend did it. I'm pretty sure you did most of the stuff too. It's like, come on, guys. You did most of the stuff too. You can't just come over here and say, oh, well, Saban's did it. Saban's did all of it. Saban's made us lazy. And it's like, no, Saban's didn't make you lazy. You guys wrote, and you guys were the ones who were involved with it. They might have said no, they might have said add some stuff, but technically, for the most part, I would say like 80 to 85%, it's you guys. It's you guys, and it sucks that you guys are going to still be here for Beast Morphers. But hopefully, that just means that Jude Lin can actually tell you, shut the hell up. That's most likely what's going to be the whole entire thing, is where Jude Lin is just going to tell him, shut the hell up. It's my show now. Shut the hell up. I get to do whatever I want now. Shut the hell up. I get not to be censored. I don't have to get things thrown at me and say, oh, yeah, you need to get rid of this stuff because it's too smart for children. Shut the hell up. Let me do it. And hopefully that's what's going to happen. Technically, that just means that you guys really don't need to be here anymore. You guys need to be fired. Just like Skyfire's like, you two need to be fired. They need to get better, competent writers. We don't just need to have one writer, we need to have three. And they should do exactly what happened in Lightspeed Rescue. Get fans who made fan fictions and have them in here. Like for instance, the two that actually are like, oh, we're like the team that actually somewhat adapted Power Rangers. Actually, now it's called Power Rangers Beast Morphers, but the ones who actually made an attempt on that already, hire those two. Hire them. However, both of those writers or all the writers over there, or just at least two or three, and there you go. We're good. I think they're actually capable, more capable than what this cat lady and her friend is doing.